Welcome to Private Call 007. James Bond be very happy. It's fitting that this is our last call of the year. So we're going to jump right into the BarnBridge app updates, and I'm going to hand it off to Dragos first. Please, Dragos, take it away.
Thank you very much, Troy, and hello everyone. I'm just gonna quickly touch on a general update, and then Bogdan, I'm gonna give you the floor to update with the saucy details. So briefly from last time, as promised, we released a new version, and everything has been running smooth so far. There has been one issue reported from the community, but it's not anything blocking functionality, just like a UX flaw. There's that toggle when you want to withdraw, which doesn't really make sense. So we're gonna remove that. So thank you to the gentleman who posted that. Uh, Other than that, nothing to update. Generally speaking, we will roll out more updates, but they have to do with the BarnBridge DAO and the other products. So Bogdan, the Mr. Bogdan G, do you want to take it away and give the saucy details?
Will do. Hello, people. So for the BarnBridge DAO, you're probably familiar with what I'm about to do now. So let's go to them one by one. Since last time, we've updated the smart contracts. We added some more functionality. This has to do with a separate flow that allows you to cancel an ongoing proposal in case anything is found, like a bug or something like that. We went forward with the internal reviews, got those completed. Nothing major resulted from them, just a couple of small fixes. And kudos to JE from AdPar for finding a couple of things, and Cassian as well for finding and fixing them. We kicked off one of the audits. So we have one of them ongoing, and the second one will start after the first one, before the first one is finished, actually. So there's going to be some overlap between them. Backend work in progress. Not a lot to share about that. It's not the most exciting thing, but we're on the final stretch. We have a working data pipeline. We just have to pull. I think that's all that's remaining, pulling data for the proposals. Front end, I'd say 75, 80% done, connected to the smart contracts that are deployed on the testnet, connected to the backend. We just have the proposal creation flow left to polish, and the final checks and testing on that. Well, front and back end audits. That's pretty much it for the DAO. Smart yield bonds. Same thing. Smart contracts development in progress. It's running smoothly. We are gonna have a first version of them working by the end of this week probably. We're going to kick off the internal reviews on those soon. UI design close to being completed, just some final polishes left. We've done a walkthrough already with some of the teams, some of the investors. Everyone seems to be happy with how it looks like. External audits for those all booked. Once we wrap the internal reviews, we'll open the repos to the auditors, and we have them booked for February, so we're on track for the March launch. Again, backend specs, not much to update. That's not the most exciting part, but once we get, now that we have the working pipeline, it's just a matter of pointing it at the contracts once they're deployed. Smart contracts, front and back end, that's pretty much it for Smart Yield. Smart Alpha bonds. We've been working on these with AdPar, our advisors. They proposed 2 alternative specs for them. I think I mentioned this last week. Both of them are awesome. We're probably going to release them one after the other in spring, right after the Smart Yield comes out. We're still under some internal discussions regarding which version to ship first from those two, but we've almost reached consensus on this, and probably next week we're gonna pull the trigger on the development. But doesn't really matter because both versions pretty much rely on the same framework, and the smart contract development is about to start on that. So it's just a matter of deciding which one we want to ship first. Other than that, backend work is a way out for that, and the same for the front end work, but we are starting to lay down some wireframes for this. So it's looking good. That's it for me. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Awesome. Nice updates. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to hand it off to Akeem for the DeFi standards update that's happening on his end. So Akeem, please.
Sure. So I think the last time we spoke on this medium, we're having conversations with a few potential partners around these set of standards that we've been developing. I'd say we're probably about 80, 90% of the way there. We just need to sort of round off a few definitions and terms. To refresh people's memory, what we're trying to develop is basically a set of disclosures around risks, our technical platform, and essentially give people enough information to understand, the terms we use. So there'll be a glossary. And so it'll be kind of phase one to get people comfortable in understanding what the products are, what the risks are, and all the definitions we're using. And, we're hoping to essentially create standards around those terms so that the partners that we're partnering with also use the same terms. And there's some level of uniformity, because that would also form the basis under which we'll, develop future products, but also, do things like ratings and some other ideas that we have down the pipe. So we've been having conversations with our partners, with Chainlink that, would give us price feeds to make some of these things happen. And this also sets us up for basically the future where we are, looking to essentially create a secondary market for all the assets we trade. So we're calling it a bond desk. But we have some other ideas that are probably longer term that would, beyond the standards that are necessarily static to start, will create ways for people to be able to actually essentially like measure how we're performing against, the standards and the ratings we're giving our asset classes or our asset baskets. And so that's something down the road that we're in discussions with Chainlink to sort of put some parameters around and define, but just to sort of give people a sense of where this is going. We just want to be able to make sure that in a permissionless way, people understand what they're investing in and people can track how those investments are performing based on, the parameters we've set in terms of risks. That's pretty much it.
Awesome. Yeah, there should be a lot of more info coming out around that at the turn of the year. So next year there'll be a ton of information coming out. So look out for that. Next, I'm going to hand it off to Mark Ward with everything that's going on with the bounties. Mark, please take it away. Mark, you're muted. There you go.
Yeah, last week we had a really successful week with bounties. We got 2 of our white papers translated into different languages. We got Portuguese and European Spanish. And so we'll have those versions of the white paper and the website up hopefully in the next week to week and a half. It is the holiday, so I'm not sure when exactly we'll have it up and running, but we're trying to get that done as soon as possible. Right now we're slowing down on the bounties, but we're trying to think of more to give to the community. I know Troy and Tyler are always thinking of new things for you guys to help with. And, but right now I think we have about 2 or 3. Our meme competitions are still rolling. So everyone please keep submitting memes to the meme Discord and just keep looking out. We'll be posting all the new bounties in the general chat on Discord, and we'll be posting on the bounty Discord chat as well. So if you're active in Discord, you'll be seeing it. And if you're following me on Gitcoin, you'll see it as well. Or BarnBridge on GitHub, you'll see it. So just follow us on all the stuff. Discord, Gitcoin, and GitHub. And you guys will definitely be seeing our bounties.
Yeah, definitely keep the memes coming. We all love the memes. They are super important. So, and we love it. Like internally, we talk about it all the time. So everybody's making the memes. Thank you so much. We love it. I'm going to turn it over to Tyler, Mr. In the Television. He doesn't have his Santa suit on. We failed you, community. We're sorry. We tried though, but surprisingly, it's really hard to get Santa suits at this time of the year. I don't know. So Tyler, please take it away.
Yeah, I couldn't even get a Santa hat, so I decided to wear this Fargo hat and be inside the television. But yeah, you can't buy Santa suits on such fast turnaround, community. 2 weeks is too much. Even a Santa hat on Amazon isn't available. In terms of an update, I don't want to get too in the weeds on this call, so I wanted to somewhat go through that like tweet storm that we put out on the 11th, just to give like general timelines for everything. So I'll go one by one, since I know everybody doesn't follow every single thing that we post. It's pinned on Twitter if you guys want to go essentially check this out. But the roadmap, as we wrap up the end of the year, we're actually putting out like a roadmap page on the site that will be like, as always, accurate for the first 6 months of the year, but probably less accurate for the second 6 months of the year. I assume once we actually release the products, there's going to be feature requests that change timelines of things. But at least through like Smart Alpha, this is relatively close to what we're looking at. But we're finalizing code for Smart Yield from a smart contract perspective. And the DAO code, I believe, is on freeze commit and already being audited by a few groups. This is all separate from front end, but all of that will have time to flesh out, because if you essentially look at this, it says the DAO, we're working with Haichi and QuantStamp. I'm not 100% sure that we're fully. Oh yeah, actually we are. So we're under contract with QuantStamp, and so they'll finish their audit for the DAO code end of month January. Haichi, that will most likely be done by the end of this year. I'm not 100% sure. Bogdan can correct me. Anything that comes back, we're obviously going to need to fix. So depending on like turnaround times there, that can affect like timelines of when we release. For Smart Yield, we're working with Open Zeppelin. We thought that for a new product that is essentially like a new primitive for the ecosystem, that we needed to get like the best of the best, and Open Zeppelin was like our #1 pick. And we'll probably also work with like Hacken again. They actually found some flaws in our smart contract. For our yield farming smart contracts originally. So just having another set of eyes, even though they're not one of those massive brand name Haichi, Open Zeppelin, Quant stamps, we got a lot of value out of working with them. And actually, I'd recommend more teams in the ecosystem to work with them. So yeah, the DAO is 95% complete from a code perspective. We're probably looking at end of month January, if not early February, for the DAO to launch. We're finalizing smart contracts for Smart Yield. Same thing, probably end of month February, depending on what we get back. As Bogdan said earlier, we're working with our advisory group at PAR. They're helping us flesh out some of the specs on Smart Alpha. It's somewhat split into 2 ideas and 2 concepts, which I've said before that with infinite liquidity, we can make infinite products. So that could become like the never-ending vortex of cool things that we create there. So we're trying to prioritize what comes out first versus what the industry needs more immediately. Just because the ideating there is obviously, it splits out into new ideas. I'm also working on a secret field operation project, as I called it, that has to do with tokenized sports betting. I don't want to share too much about it other than we're probably 100% partnering with Pool Together on it. And I'm talking with some other teams on on ways that we can integrate some of what we're doing. Just at a high level, the way that you can think about this is that it's not like core to our business. And I don't want like TradFi going on and essentially seeing a bunch of sports betting and like no loss lottery stuff when they're trying to learn how they can do better risk management for DeFi. However, a lot of the work that Milad's team is doing for tokenized risk management is actually going to open up really cool opportunities for betting. And so instead of that becoming like its own thing with its own token, I just split out the brands, and the bond token will power everything for it. It's just my own little Christmas present. It's my own side project, but the community will take it over if there's success there. And so between all of everything that I just said, which is a little bit redundant to what Bogdan just said, I would say in 2021, we're going to be hitting it pretty hard. Like there will be products launching close to every month. And once we get the framework in for some of these things, the composability and the ability to integrate with other money Legos is going to allow us to start shipping pretty quick. So yeah, when you build a house, the foundation takes the longest and then takes a lot less time to paint it or change things about it or add a kitchen.
I'm looking forward to the kitchen.
Yeah, you need 2 kitchens.
Yeah, definitely. 2 kitchens. I think with that, Tyler, did you want to share the farming?
Yeah, so just for all of the yield farmers out there, give me 1 second. I guess I have to turn off this video filter in order to show everybody this. All right, thank you for your, actually, I didn't even need to do that. I'm an idiot because I'm just.
Aliados, estamos de frente a la verga. ¡Ah! last video was
What
pool 3, huh?
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, pretty funny. We have to edit in the real video.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
We'll edit it. We'll put it in. Very nice. So I guess that leads us to the roundtable part. Oh, and the tree. Is there anything anybody wants to cover really quick? Usually this is kind of left open to the community, but we had no comments this week. So I don't know, Pablo or Vitaly, did you have anything you wanted to add? I saw you posted you posted something about the roadmap in the chat.
Yeah, we just posted that we already have the page on the website, so everybody can check in.
Yeah, and actually just to piggyback on that, Pablo and everyone over there has actually been working pretty hard on getting updates to the website to get it up to snuff where we wanted all the new stuff included, and they've been working tirelessly to get that done. So thank you so much for getting that done. It looks really great. I think all that stuff has been pushed out to the website, right? It's all like updated?
Yep, roadmap should be up there. And all Pablo and Vitalik's updates, right?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Well, I don't know. Is there anybody else who wants to say anything? Anybody got anything? We can leave it with that. It's going to be holidays.
Release the DAO article. So just to mention.
Oh, right. Yeah. And we pushed out the DAO article about the specs and what we're expecting. So we can all look at that. I think we're good, unless there's anything else. Okay. Well, with that, happy holidays, everybody. We're gonna be gone for like 2 weeks, but we will be back on the. Well, we're back on the 4th, but the first. We'll doing the next project call will be the 7th of January. So it'll be a brand new year. 2020 is behind us. I think everybody's ready to get 2020 behind us. And with that, happy holidays. We'll see you in the new year. All right. BarnBridge out.
Thanks.
Adios.
Happy holidays. Thank you.
Later, guys.
Woohoo.